Florida's victory at Stanford. Number 12 UCLA on the road facing Texas in Arlington. The league
Contract Ebola has been flown to Atlanta for treatment.
The patient will receive treatment at Emory's Infectious Disease Isolation Unit, the same one where Dr. Kim Brantley and Nancy Reifel were treated. Those I spoke to locally, including Wallace, Washington, believe it's the best place in order to survive.
The doctor and the other lady that came, they seem to be doing okay, so evidently Emory and Atlanta knows what they're doing.
He is concerned, though, that yet another Ebola patient has the potential to spread the illness on American soil. Sid Parrish for CBS News, Atlanta.
A federal judge in Miami has given Jose Padilla a new prison sentence, this time 21 years, after a federal appeals court ruled the judge's original sentence of 17 years was too lenient. The former Chicago gang member was convicted in 2007 on charges of supporting Al-Qaeda and terrorism conspiracy.
Officials in Ferguson, Missouri have announced new plans to ease racial tensions in the wake of last month's deadly police shooting of an unarmed black teenager. Reporter Michael Calhoun says the move comes ahead of tonight's first meeting of the Ferguson City Council since that shooting and the violent protests it triggered.
City Council members are now pledging to set up a citizens review board for the police department, appointing local residents not already involved in politics. It's not clear whether this board would be simply advisory or if it would actually have some authority over the police department.
Tonight's City Council meeting will come a month to the day after the police killing of 18-year-old Michael Brown.
Wisconsin's Attorney General is asking the U.S. Supreme Court to reverse a ruling that the state's gay marriage ban is unconstitutional. J.B. Van Hollen, a Republican, filed the request today. Unclear when the High Court might respond. U.S. District Judge Barbara Crabb declared the ban unconstitutional in June, and hundreds of gay couples got married before she put the ruling on hold a week later, pending an appeal.
Home Depot is confirming customers might have had their credit and debit card information stolen, but they're not saying how many. Experts say that number is likely to be in the millions. Consultant Mark Rash of Rash Security and Cyber Law explains how the data theft was detected.
People noticed a whole bunch of credit card numbers up for sale on bulletin board service. They tracked back credit card numbers and found for a common point of purchase, which in this case was Home Depot.
The investigation into the hack attack goes as far back as April.
Britain's Prime Minister and main opposition leader are canceling their weekly showdown in Parliament to unite in a last-minute bid to persuade Scotland to reject independence. They're traveling separately to Scotland to campaign against next week's referendum on independence. Britain's political leaders have been rattled by polls suggesting the two sides are neck and neck ahead of the vote. All sides are promising Scotland more autonomy if the voters say no to separation.
KNX News Time, 10:34.
Traffic and weather together on KNX 1070 News Radio.